Thailand, 1976. A truck driver is about to change the world and he doesn't even know it yet. On the side of a dusty highway, a tiny shop. Inside, something extraordinary sits on the shelf. A small glass bottle, 2 Red Bulls on the label. They called it Krating Daeng. He drank it. One gulp. The exhaustion disappeared. His eyes snapped open. He felt unstoppable. Krating Daeng was already spreading through Bangkok, made for workers, by workers. The fuel of the working class. The man behind it was Chaleo Uvidya, a self-made Thai businessman who understood one thing: energy sells. Construction workers, street vendors, factory hands, they all ran on it. At every loading dock, every break room, the little bottle was there. Bangkok was alive with it. The city that never slept, powered by a drink nobody outside Thailand had ever heard of. Chaleo expanded. New routes, new cities, new deals. The map of Thailand was slowly turning red. 2 bulls charging each other. Simple, powerful. A logo that meant one thing: raw energy. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't loud. He was just building something real, brick by brick, bottle by bottle. And then a plane left Bangkok, on board the drink, heading somewhere new, to someone completely unexpected. A tired Austrian salesman lands in Bangkok. His name is Dietrich Mateschitz. He sells toothpaste for a living. At a hotel bar, a bartender slides something across the counter. Try this. Just 2 words. 1 sip. His jet lag gone. His eyes went wide. Something clicked inside him that would never unclick. He tracked down Chaleo Uvidya. They shook hands. 50-50 partners. A deal that would one day be worth billions. Back in Austria, alone in his apartment, Mateschitz stared at the bottle. Could this really work in Europe? He walked into bank after bank. He pitched his vision, and bank after bank showed him the door. 3 years of rejection, 3 years of being told he was delusional, 3 years of no. So he sold everything. His furniture, his watches, his suits. He went completely all in. In a tiny rented office, he and 2 assistants worked day and night, sketching, reformulating, refusing to stop. They redesigned everything. Slim can, bolder logo, a new name, Red Bull. The first can rolled off the line, silver and blue. The workers watched in silence. Mateschitz held it up to the light, and for the first time in 3 years, he smiled. Red Bull hits Austrian shelves. It looked strange. It tasted stranger. Nobody was buying. The focus group results came back. Worst taste test in company history. Any sane person would have quit. Mateschitz didn't quit. He drove to university campuses and handed out free cans from the back of his car. Then came the nightclubs. His team worked the queues, handing out cans in the cold. Inside, bartenders mixed it with vodka. A new ritual was born overnight. His team left empty cans on car roofs around campus. Fake litter, real genius. Then Germany banned it. France banned it. Denmark banned it. Too dangerous, they said. Mateschitz read the headlines and smiled. He circled the word banned and pinned it to his wall. Young people drove across borders just to get it. A banned drink is always a desirable drink. Sales exploded. The more governments said no, the more people said yes. The controversy was the campaign. Country by country, the map lit up. Europe was falling, the rest of the world was next. Mateschitz had a vision nobody else had. Red Bull wouldn't just sponsor the culture, it would own it. Windsurfing, skiing, cliff diving. Anywhere humans pushed their limits, Red Bull planted its flag. Formula 1, the most expensive sport on earth. Mateschitz didn't just sponsor a team, he built one. Red Bull Racing, engineers, drivers, trophies. He wasn't a partner anymore, he was a competitor. His marketing team operated like a media company. They didn't buy attention, they created it from scratch. Then came the most audacious move in advertising history. They were going to send a man to the edge of space. 8 million people watched it live. The world held its breath. And then he jumped, from 39 kilometers above Earth, faster than the speed of sound, alone in the void. Every news channel on the planet led with the same story, and in every single frame the Red Bull logo. The space jump cost millions. It returned billions. 4 Formula 1 championships followed. The boy who sold toothpaste had built a dynasty. Tokyo, New York, Sao Paulo, Lagos. The silver can appeared on every shelf, in every language, on every continent. They built Red Bull Media House films, magazines, documentaries, a drinks company that quietly became a media empire. They bought football clubs, built academies, sponsored musicians, backed artists. There was no culture they didn't touch. 12 billion cans a year. Stacked up, they would reach the moon and back. 3 times. Mateschitz stood on a rooftop in New York and looked out at everything he had built. A quiet man with a very loud legacy. No brand in history had owned this many worlds at once. F1, soccer, skiing, surfing, space, music, film. And every single can, every single one traced back to a truck driver on a dark road in Thailand, reaching for a small glass bottle. In October 2022, Dietrich Mateschitz passed away. The world lost one of its greatest dreamers. But the machine kept moving. New leadership, same obsession. The empire doesn't stop for anyone. Back in Bangkok, Krating Daeng still sits on that same shelf, where it all began, unchanged, unbothered. Somewhere tonight, a young person is watching this story, taking notes, thinking, maybe I can too. Every champion who ever stood on a Red Bull podium stood on the shoulders of a salesman who refused to stop. From one truck, on one road, in Thailand to every corner of the planet. That's not a business story. That's a legend. Red Bull. It started with one can, on one road, at dawn, and the road never ended.